Okay, but let's go on to the next one. Delusional. Tom MacDonald. I've heard that name before, but I haven't seen anything from him. Brainwashed. Is that a rapper? Tom MacDonald? I've seen some other people react to him, but I haven't seen something from him myself. Tom MacDonald, here we go. Brainwashed. I think it's this video. True, a whistle note would get overpowered by a belt, but it's the hardest note to hit. Mariah got a reaction from a dolphin once with her whistle. Well, makes sense. Like the one note that Dimash hit in Unforgettable Day. I'm pretty sure if I would let my dad listen to that he would not hear that frequency because it was that high. Even my buddies thought that it was some kind of error with the mic, actually, whilst it was Dimash singing. Okay, so here we go. Tom MacDonald, Brainwashed. Curious. I don't know a lot about him, if anything, but I've heard his name before.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows. Politics, celebrity, gossip, popular, neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic.
That's hard. Like, is he talking about people that come out of the closet about being, like, gay or I don't know? That's mostly what they talk about if it's, if they say coming out of the closet, right? And does he say like they're coming out of the closet and suddenly they're a hero because they come out of the closet? Is that what he's talking about?
Out the closet is Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to deform police, need to deform the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world, the only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claim.
Oh man, that's deep. I mean, it's true though. Like the countries that are ruling the world are the ones with natural resources. It makes sense. Oil and such, these are the richest countries there are. Yeah. Man, I don't get everything from the lyrics here because I don't know the song. But I think there are some deep meanings in this, or deep lyrics here. Let's see. The Hawk Family, is that the fan base of Tom MacDonald? The Hawk Family. Okay. Let's return a little bit. Man, some deep meanings already.
Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world, the only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash, he's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster.
Oh.
Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors cause they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them.
Oh my
They
God.
can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die, the whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed.
I mean, it is sad, but he kind of has a point. He has a point. Oh, HOG, Hangover Gang. Why that? Why is that name? Hangover Gang. Man. He has a message. He has a message, and he has a point too. And I feel like this guy, I don't know him, but I feel like he is not afraid to give his opinion, and taking risk in doing that. Which doesn't mean he's wrong, but like sometimes giving your opinion can get a lot of backlash. So he might have a lot of love, but I'm sure, I mean, whenever somebody is giving their opinion about something political or about the government or something about races, genders and such, I mean, they get criticized big time very often. So, definitely in recent times, more than back in the day, I believe. Because he used to get messed up before he got sober. Okay, you will get a whole Tom MacDonald rabbit hole from me. He don't care. Okay, song is good, but I prefer just to be... I mean, to each their own, of course, but I'm open to everything.
Ready to fight, trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keep...
People turn into sheep? So, monkeys turn into people, people turn into sheep. What is that about?
How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's
but I mean, no, it's probably metaphorically, like sheep like following the government. Is that what he's meant referring to? Yeah, followers. Yeah, that's what I thought.
How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe. Cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life.
Yeah, like a lot of things are not just black or white. You're right or wrong. A lot of things are in the gray area too. Like... If somebody thinks you're wrong, it's probably because they're missing part of the story or missing your part of the story. If you know somebody's story, you would perhaps think they're right and somebody else is wrong, but most of the times there's something to both sides, right? Hi there, Stine. How many requests on the line tonight? Well, there are quite a lot of suggestions, but this is so far the last super chat. So far. Let's see. This is not my style of music. I mean, Chica, to each their own. But, I mean, same, but I like the message. Yeah. Lyrics really deep. Okay, let's continue, guys.
You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I was sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division.
Yeah, that's a hard discussion to have. Like, I know in the States, people have a right to carry a gun. Here in the west of Europe, we've always found that kind of strange. It's a different mentality. It's a different way of looking. It's a different way of thinking about safety, I think. Like, making sure you're safe by carrying a gun so somebody else is not. I don't know. We're not used to that here in Europe. Like that. Right? Let's continue.
Giving up the right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the...
But it makes sense that he's criticizing like people from like police officers and policemen carrying guns, or being the only ones that can carry a gun legally. I mean,
government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die, the whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die, the whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
wow. Okay. He had a message. He has a message. Like even if it's not your style of music, not your genre of music, it kind of makes you think, right? Even if you agree or disagree with certain points that he says, I mean, it does make you think. I think. There are certain good points in there. He takes a lot of risk, I think, in the sense that, like, he's a public figure, an artist, and these are controversial topics, very sensitive topics. I mean, a lot of people don't have the courage to talk about those things because they fear for their safety. Understandably so, but I mean, definitely not Tom MacDonald. I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that, and he makes some fair points too. I think his intention is to get conversation started. I mean, he succeeded, I think. Interesting. He has a point. There is a whole catalog to him. He is independent and answers to no one. I mean, that's the... It's very... Yeah, I get it. Like, if you're not attached to any label or such, you can do your own thing and own stuff. And in these days, with YouTube and such, you're able to make it big without any label too. So, let's see. Infinix haven't requested any. Would just have a feel of how many were online before I could have made a super chat, but will not do it when there is enough. By the way, he is Canadian and moved to the US. He is Canadian. I don't know about Canadian, but in the US, people are allowed to carry a gun, right? And I'm not sure about Canadian though. How is it over there? I don't know. Let's see. By the way, Stine, this was the last super chat at the moment, so that means I'm going to go chronologically from here on out, except if there's another super chat coming. No, he's officially a Canadian that moved. Canadians are cool. Canada don't have that, I think. You mean, Infinix, you mean that Canadians don't have the right to carry a gun with them? I mean, it's a sensitive topic. If we go too deep into this, I might have some problems with YouTube too. So let's not go too deep into that.